Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
What up, y'all? We back. I'm Jay Flicks.
Yo, it's Jay on the mic.
It's your boy AJ Verified.
You are listening to Clear Sound Podcast. How was y'all Thanksgiving?
Pretty much mine was all right. Mine was good. Ate a lot of food. I really only had like 2 plates to be honest, but I felt big after 1 plate.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like three plates.
Yeah. I know you was saying something. Did you eat? You was-
Nah, I didn't eat much. I ate some I made some like mac and cheese, but not too much. I wasn't planning on eating too much. As a matter of fact, my Thanksgiving was actually weak. I woke up at like 5 o'clock. I ain't had nobody was in the house. And,
Oh nah.
yeah, all the food.
Where was
gone.
everybody at then?
I don't know. It was at everybody else's house. It was kind of trash, so it was. I guess it was all right.
Yeah, somebody would have to see me if it ain't no food in there.
Man, well, I tell you, I want to talk about like how it is. If everybody don't know, the viewers watching, I work in a grocery store, so I want to talk about how it is working in a grocery store. Around that time, it's kind of funny, and I got a little story too, probably quite a few, but I'll shorten it up. Well, it's a little hectic. First of all, around that time, the lines are like through the aisles. Especially the bacon aisle. The bacon aisle, that's where everybody is. But there was this lady, and she was like looking for like the cornmeal, whatever. And no, wait, was it yeah, it was a cornmeal. She was looking for the cornmeal, and there was 4 more left. It was 4 more cornmeals left, and she asked me where they was, because they was all the way in the back. So I just told her I'll go ahead and grab it. I went and grabbed it. When I went and grabbed it, I came back. There's another lady behind her, and she's like, where y'all cornmeal at? And she see I have cornmeal in my hand, so she tried to grab the cornmeal out of my hand that I grabbed for the other lady. And the other lady, she's like, this is my cornmeal. She like, this is my cornmeal. You got to go get your own. He gonna go grab you another one.
I remember, I remember being at work when I used to work at the car wash, and the customers used to get to it, and it'd be like it's 2 lines: the auto century, and the membership line. That's other than the cashier line. So if they take it too long, it reminds you it's like 30 some cars. So if one of them they feel like they take it too long, they'll hunk at each other and start cussing each other out. So I'm helping the customer, and I'm looking across, and I'm watching them flipping each other off and cursing and man.
Did you go to work on your Did you go to work on Thanksgiving at your new job?
No, actually, I never worked at. I never worked on Thanksgiving before.
Did you?
Oh no. I ain't go. I was supposed to though. I was like we was closing at like 2. Mind you, I work at McDonald's. I wasn't I wasn't gonna go because I'm like, who's about to pull up to fast food for Thanksgiving? It's crazy because it's like,
Right.
you're supposed to be cooking on that day. So, I was supposed to, but I ain't go.
Some people really don't celebrate Thanksgiving though too. I know some people that stayed in the house all day by themselves in the dark. It's kind of crazy.
So my Thanksgiving was
Yeah,
played the game.
It's kind of crazy, man.
It's pretty
It's
nice.
crazy.
I mean, the other Thanksgivings, I remember playing my game. I get my plate, set it on the side, this little table I have, and getting there playing my game, and they'll call me like, Jermaine. I'm like, yeah. Like what? Like I'd be mad because I'm playing my game and you calling my name. Like everybody wants Jermaine.
As a matter of fact, I don't mean to cut none of y'all off. Y'all should say something, but I just thought about something with Thanksgiving, right? And even though this one, wasn't too good, I never really liked the other Thanksgivings because we would always be at somebody's house that I did not really know. And so I would just be sitting there awkward and people coming up to me, I used to know you. You're like, I see you.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm sitting there thinking in my head, like, yeah, it wasn't this wasn't the best one, but it's better than like them awkward situations when you just got random people you never seen
Yeah.
before just coming up to you.
Especially then your mom be like, "Oh, this your cousin,
Yeah,
what? Who
'Cause
is
our-
these? I ain't seen him a day in my life."
Mhm.
Yeah, that's usually how it is at certain stores. Like grandmother, she worked at a grocery store for all my life before I was even born. Same year, but in February. But she had friends and people that didn't work there, and they were like, "Oh, you remember me? Yeah, I used to hold you in one hand." I was like, "Nah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I don't know you." I used to, bro, I don't know. I used to be, I don't know. It used to kind of throw me off because then they were like, "Oh, this my nephew right here." I'm like, "What? Like, I don't know about that one, but all right." Yeah, yeah, it's crazy though. Like some people just, I don't know. They kind of approach you wrong, in those situations.
Mm.
So
There's like there's certain people, and I don't know who gonna be watching this in my family, but there's certain people in my family that like they don't actually go to one spot for Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
but they go to like different houses and
Yeah.
grab a plate.
Yeah.
You be like, "Man, I ain't seen you in 3 years. What you coming to
Yeah.
grab a plate for?"
Mhm.
But
As I had an experience like that, but it was a really rude experience when I was at my dad's house, and that was actually like the last Thanksgiving before this one, and so I was there, and these people pulled up.
Mhm.
They pulled up, grabbed the plate, instantly left. Everybody looking at them crazy, like you ain't even come in and greet nobody. You just came in, went to the kitchen, whipped you up a plate, and then left. I'm like, that's like real rude, cause it's like, you know what I mean. You don't just come to somebody's house, make some food, and then leave. Don't say nothing to nobody. They barely, and it was crazy because they wasn't even family. They was like friends of family,
mm,
and so like they coming in like that. It was kind of crazy to me. So I ain't gonna lie, those experiences as well will really mess up the vibe of Thanksgiving, and so I try to avoid stuff like that a lot.
but overall, pretty much, my Thanksgiving was good. Hopefully the viewers had a good Thanksgiving as well. We just wanted to talk about Thanksgiving since that was, the recent holiday that came around. We think that it's good to get a little personal too with the podcast as well. So we definitely just wanted to talk about that before we started and got into it. Um, I do got something here. I feel like I always say that, but I I got a segment here. It's basically just riddles here. So, the way that this works is I'm gonna read off some riddles. And in these riddles, y'all gonna have to figure out the answer to them. And if the audience is watching this live, then y'all can go ahead in the live chat and y'all can comment the answer as well too. Some of these are easy. Some of these y'all probably heard before. But the first one is you got to listen real closely to what I'm saying too. So the first one is, what is more useful when it's broken? If you got the answer in the live chat, comment it down below. Say, what is more useful when it's broken? I'll give you about 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't even be able to get that now.
what is more useful when it's broken? An egg?
Oh, okay. I see you.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
I have
That's
to,
nice.
yeah, 'cause I'm hungry right now.
I wouldn't even thought of that. I wouldn't even thought of
Yeah,
Okay. So the next one is, what goes up but never comes down? This is easy.
What
We
that.
always
Your
up.
age.
Okay, yeah. The age.
Yeah.
Okay. I woke up in the middle of the night and went to bed. Where did I sleep?
Woke up in the middle of the night. Went to bed.
Where did I sleep?
You woke
Yeah,
up.
wrong.
You're not asleep.
What you say?
Your room.
Nah.
You woke up. You're not asleep. You woke up in the middle of the night.
I woke up in the middle of the night
And then
and went to bed.
So
Where did I sleep?
So you went to bed, meaning you in the bed. You went to bed, right?
I went to bed.
What?
So you went to bed like going to sleep, went to bed, or you just went to
But
your
where
bed?
did I sleep? I
In
went to
your
bed.
room. Like,
Oh, on the couch.
where else would you be sleeping?
You said
On the
what?
couch.
A lot of people said that answer, but that's wrong.
Okay, what is
He
it?
woke up in the middle of the night. He or she woke up in the middle of the night and went to bed.
So they was already asleep.
Right.
They woke up in the middle of the night. That's where they
Where the
slept.
hell was they? Okay.
In the middle of the night.
They slept in the middle of the night.
They slept in the middle of the night.
That's not even one you really get.
Yeah, whoever did that was bogus.
I
'Cause how you
woke
gonna-
up. Oh, okay.
Woke up in the
It's
middle
like
of-
a wordplay.
Yeah, it's wordplay, right?
in the middle of the night. That don't make sense, though.
That's
It
crazy.
don't-
Yeah.
It don't make sense because like you woke up in the middle of the night. That's like a time, not a place.
Well, see, they didn't even have to say they woke up in the middle of the night because it said I woke up in the middle of the night and went to bed. Why not just say I went to bed? Where did I sleep?
Right.
So it's wordplay.
Because then that was,
You woke.
Well, then at that point, you slept in bed. If you say that.
You slept in bed, yeah. The next one is, oh, all right. These next three are about hands. Okay, so this one is what can you hold in your right hand, but never in your left hand. That sudden laugh, like what was that?
I caught it. I caught it right when he laughed. I caught it.
What? You can hold in your okay. What can you hold in your?
Woo! Hey, that was funny. He didn't even have to say it.
What can you hold in your
Oh,
right
I
hand,
didn't
but never in your?
What, bro?
Dog, I'm crying, dude.
Oh, what?
What?
Dog, dog. This
What can you hold in your right hand? You can't hold in your left.
Yeah, think about it.
Dog.
Your palm? Your palm? I don't know. I don't know what.
Okay, y'all want the
Okay.
answer?
Well, you know, wait, say it again.
The answer probably ain't even what y'all thinking, man. The
I know
answer
it's
is
not, I know it's not. Okay, I know it's not. Well,
the answer is your left hand.
wait, what?
What can you hold? Okay, the question was what can you hold in your right hand, but never in your left hand. You
Your
can't
hand,
hold
your
your
left
left
hand,
hand
okay.
because it's your left hand.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Makes sense.
We ain't gonna-
You ain't get it. You ain't catch stuff.
I caught it, but you know,
that's okay. All right. That was crazy.
okay.
all right.
So
Okay. All right. Mm.
so
That would have been hilarious if you actually said it. Though.
okay.
You
So
actually said it.
what? Okay. All right. What has hands but cannot clap?
Clock.
Hmm?
The clock.
Oh
What
my
has hands
god.
but can't-
Oh my
Hands on the
god.
clock.
Oh, he got it.
He's
Yeah.
good, bruh. You okay?
Oh, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, that's crazy. If this was a game, Aaron, you'd be
I'm-
losing.
Yeah, I'm hating a little bit. I ain't getting none of it.
I was saying when you got that other joke, or, I mean riddle, whatever it was.
So this last one is what kind of tree can you carry in your hand?
What kind
A
of
palm
tree?
tree. Yeah.
Okay. You
Yeah.
said that earlier though. You said something about a palm earlier. Oh, about the what? Yeah.
But it ain't make sense because it just
You
ain't
holding
make
your
sense.
right hand. You can't even hold your palm in your right hand.
Yeah, it just
get
didn't make
the
sense.
palm
I was just
tree.
I was overthinking because of the last riddle with the
You
middle of
should
the night.
answer faster. You know.
Yeah. Nope, but that was all I had for that one. Let us know what y'all think about that segment there. We'll probably go ahead and continue. And let us know what y'all think about the Are You Petty one as well. I got a lot of feedback on that, but we might go ahead and do that again. Just want to really just work with you guys, with the audience about what we're doing. So, yeah.
So let's say you had a long day at work, right?
Mhm.
You come home and you see your significant other crying. You ask what's wrong, and they say, "My ex just died." What's your response?
I'm sorry. I just blanked out. Say it one more time. Say it one
You
more
come
time.
home from
Mhm.
a long day at work. You see your significant other crying.
Mhm.
You ask what's wrong, and she say, "My ex just died." What is your response?
She come home and just telling me her
No,
ex
you came home to
I
see her
came home.
crying,
Okay.
and then you ask what's wrong, and she like, "My ex just died."
What's my response?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so To be real, my response would be, I don't think I would really actually have a response, but what I would do is, in the back of my head, of course, I'm gonna be like, okay, you with me, so like, but that's what it'd be in the back of my head. But in that moment, at the same time, I'm gonna see what's up because it's still your significant other.
Kudos to
Well,
Yeah,
you.
it's still your
I'm
Kudos
gonna tell
to
you
you,
this.
boy.
I'm
Tell you that one.
I'm a comforter because
Oh,
He said
listen,
that.
if you you break up with somebody, you not for everybody, but if you break up with somebody, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but you can't. I mean, okay, let me take it back. If I break up with somebody, I'm not about to be like, okay, she died. I don't care, like because we broke
Yeah.
up. They might not have broken up on bad terms. They probably just ended it and been cordial, but just went their separate ways.
Mhm.
But the other person doesn't deserve to lose their life. So if they lose their life, they can still affect the person
Yeah,
in
that's
a
true.
way.
Now, I do want to hear what Aaron got to say because he. So, what you got?
y'all sound crazy.
So, to
Y'all
ask
sound
your
so
question
crazy.
again,
Okay, just because somebody that doesn't have to mean that they have some type of feeling
feeling, yeah,
still, because they can still if
it's
you
a
hear on
human
a
that they
You
loved
breaking
before.
down
Right.
crying
It's
over
a
your
human they
ex.
loved before,
no,
bro.
They your ex for a reason. Number one.
Right?
If you sitting there breaking down crying over this person, there's no way you don't got feelings for them still.
but
It's no way. Like, okay,
It depends
I
on
understand.
how they reacting to it. Like, if you like really like,
You come home, they crying broken down. You come home to this and you just over their ex, that's outrageous. I would say, yeah, I feel your pain, but you gotta go. You got to go. I can't.
you would tell them they gotta go
You gotta
because
go. I couldn't. Me personally, that's just me personally, because it's like, bro, this is your ex we talking about. If it's your brother or something, then of course I'm like, oh, I'm sorry about it's your ex. It's your ex, bro.
so you wouldn't comfort them at all though.
No.
You'd be like, you gotta go.
No, you got to go.
still-
I'll pat him on the back. Tell him
Pat
it's
him
gonna
on
be
the
all
back,
right.
Not the church hugs.
I
That's
tell him
crazy.
it'll be all right. You get over it, but I'm not. Nah, you crying over this, bro? That's kind of crazy. Man. Yeah, like losing a life is crazy. It's tragic.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But like, it's your ex.
yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean? It's
But I
still
feel
your
like
ex.
what you saying is it. That's
I'm
what it'd
not
be
gonna-
in the back of my head. But I'm not
cry
gonna
over
display
my
that
ex.
to them. Cause they already hurt, bruh.
I mean, at the moment, I'll probably bring it up later and question it.
Then
But-
they gonna get mad
Yeah.
at you. Then they gonna get mad at
Well,
you.
no,
Yeah.
the question I ask is, if this was me, is this how you would feel? Would you be crying, like breaking down or
I
whatever?
would
So-
never cry over it.
No, I'm
And I
saying
don't even call
though.
them my ex. I call them past associations. I would never cry over any of
No.
my past associations ever. Not one of them. No matter how long we was together, I would not cry over them.
If they died,
I would, yeah, like I'd be like, oh, that's tragic, that's sad. But I'm not gonna break down
you-
crying.
you just saying that?
No, I'm
like-
being so real right now. I wouldn't break down crying over that. Like that's just, you know what I mean. I don't even cry over stuff that most people should cry over. So it's like that there, and then you see your girl just sitting there breaking down. It's like, nah, bro. And then another thing is well, everything, in every situation, everybody got feelings. So for me to see that, I have a feeling towards that. That makes me feel some kind of way. You feel what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
So I know she feels some kind of way, but this is about a whole nother man she feeling a kind of way about. I'm feeling kind of way about her, feeling a kind of way about some other dude. You feel what I'm saying? She don't really care about that because she too concerned about the other dude. So it's like, no, I'm not about to comfort you for some other dude. I just can't do it. Most people be like, oh, that's insecurity, whatever, whatever. That's what they like to throw on it. But personally, nah.
I think pretty much any guy would think that. I mean, in the back of my head, that's what I think. But I don't know. I don't know how. Like I don't know what I would do in that situation. But I feel like that thought just to be in the back of my head. And that's like a question. I either
Would you still be with them?
after that.
Would you try to work it out?
Yeah, I try to work it out.
What would be your approach in asking them? Like
Asking them like why they feeling
bringing
that
up,
way.
yeah, like bringing that up.
Well, I mean, the question of why they feeling that way, it's not even questionable. But I would ask them like, okay, so I would just ask them what I would ask myself: is this person gonna do the same thing if roles was reversed and I'm the one that died or whatever? Would you be crying to your man's like how you just cried to me? That's what I would think.
Not even that. If you was crying over an ex,
I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. About that. If you was crying over an ex of yours, how would she feel about that?
What would necessarily make you cry over your ex?
As they died, it's somebody you loved before. Unless you just really
Bro.
just like.
Bro,
If you never
I'm trying
fought,
to tell you, exes are exes for a reason.
But that don't mean you don't love them no more.
yeah, but
Sometimes it just don't work out.
Sometimes it ain't always love. Sometimes it's just you really like this person at some point. But love don't end. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
how I feel. I feel like if it's love in that relationship, like genuine love, we ain't talking about just, oh, I love you for this moment. I love what you make me feel like. I'm talking about genuine love. Like, I love you through whatever we go through type of love.
So let me
They
ask you
gonna stay
this.
together.
Let me ask you this then. So if you said that, you said love never goes away.
Mhm.
Then you go and say, well, okay, I think the question is the person wrong for crying over somebody that died?
No, they not wrong for having feelings. But for you to just straight up, yeah, I'm crying because my ex died, straight to my face as your man. No, I feel like that's a certain level of disrespect that I'm not gonna
Okay.
take.
Well,
Like,
first, I mean,
that's just that, bro. I'm sorry.
well, all right. Well, first, let me tell you something. Okay, I don't think love is what keeps a relationship together.
What keeps it
Like,
Okay, convince us
That's
because
not- okay.
he got something up his
Listen.
sleeve. I'm willing to hear.
Okay.
I want to hear this.
love don't you can really love each other, and it's a difference between loving somebody and being in love with somebody. That's a big difference.
Well, you know what we mean.
Of course.
You know we mean when I say genuine love, I mean like you in love with this
You're
person.
in love with, but you can lose that too. If you're
Can't,
in
bro.
love with, I've been in
Can't,
love,
bro.
bro.
I'm sorry. You
You
can't
can-
say you've been in love. You ain't like, bro. Let me tell you this. Okay, I got a question there. Right? You say that. Okay, let's say you still love your ex, right? Or you've been in love before. Now, I tell you what. That means for every person that you've been with and you told them you love them, you meant it every single time, or did you mean it for that moment?
I mean, lately, how I've been, I'm not gonna tell you I love you if I don't.
Yeah, I'm not.
Right, and that's after you realize that the people that you did tell, you didn't really
Yeah.
love them. So you was just telling them you love them, and you felt like it.
I felt like it, yeah.
But it
I would
wasn't
never
real.
actually tell somebody that if I actually don't at least
Yeah,
feel
real.
like it.
You can have love for somebody though. Let's not get that. You can have love. Like you can be like, yeah, I genuinely care about you, and I have love for you. But that don't mean you in love with this person or you genuinely like love them through whatever happens. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like when you love somebody genuinely, through all the little bumps and skews in a relationship, you gonna still try to work things out. That's what I.
So
feel
let
like
me
love
ask you this then. Earlier, you said if they feeling that way, you're leaving. But you love this person.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so for them, yeah.
Yeah, but that's a breaker, bro. I'm sorry, that's a breaker. You could, hey, listen. I could love you to the ends of earth, but ain't nothing. That's like what?
No, sorry, my phone had failed.
Oh yeah, I could love you to the ends of earth. And you know what? Okay, then let me rephrase this. So I don't want to contradict myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like this, right? You can love somebody. It can be genuine love, but can also be things that can break it. And I'm gonna tell you those like.
They can break love.
Okay, let me
You
tell you this.
just
If you
said-
walked in on your partner.
Mm-hmm.
And this is about to be a wild question, so be ready for it. Hey, anybody watching, I'm sorry. You walked in on your partner.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they just sleeping with your brother. You love this person. You telling me you stand because you love him?
No.
Right. Okay. So basically with that, right? I could genuinely love this person, but some things are just deal breakers. Cause why would you even do that? You know what I mean?
That's true.
Why would
But
you
remember-
even
but-
do this?
But I will tell you this too. We had this conversation and I think this gonna be good for the podcast. Me and you had this conversation about you never know what you would do in a situation unless you put into it.
Right.
So I say that to say,
But I know me, so I know what I do.
and that's what you said the last time.
Right.
You know you, so you know what you do. Jermaine, J Flicks.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. So, if I told you, if somebody robbed you right now, what would you do? And you say, I'll punch him in the face.
That is a horrible.
I'm just saying, I'm just making it, you know. You say I'm gonna punch him in the face, or you do whatever. Do you think that you would actually act on that based off just because you told me that, or you just don't know what
That's a
you?
horrible analogy.
Okay,
bro.
if I'm not about
Okay,
to,
hold on. Give a better one then for him. So
Okay, so I'm gonna give a like a realistic because imagine just I'm getting robbed and punched. You don't even know what this person
I
got.
know, man.
So let's say, and I'm gonna give a real deep one. Some people probably experienced it. If you've had a moment in time, let's say you got a stepdad, and you hear your stepdad basically hitting on your mom, you know who you are, and you say, I will go down there and get myself involved. Would you act on that? Because you know you, right?
Yeah.
So you would act on it.
Yeah.
And you can say that with confidence.
Yeah.
So you would know what you would do in the situation
But
before it happens.
when
I
I
mean,
mean
Because
exactly.
you know-
I know, like if that happened, I know for sure. I'm gonna get involved, right?
Mhm.
But who's to say what I'm gonna do when I'm involved? Is what I'm
Okay,
saying.
so if somebody specifically said I'm gonna uppercut him and drop kick him, that's kind of crazy.
That's
you
what
trying
I'm
to
saying.
you trying to depict like the specific action. We talking about like in terms of what it like not exactly what you would do in that heat of moment, but like what would be your reaction or what would be the like the goal in that situation. So it's like, what would I do if I heard this going on? Would I intervene? Would I not intervene?
I heard some people say this before, and excuse me if I'm lying, but I feel like I heard this before. Somebody, like different people trying to get in the ring with Mike Tyson. And they say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. They get in the ring, and then it just be like,
Oh, come on, man.
but
Come on.
what I'm saying is they
I'm pretty
plan to do something.
I'm
but
pretty
when,
sure Mike Tyson, the people that fought Mike Tyson, they probably felt like, oh, I'm a professional boxer. Mike Tyson ain't all that good. I'm going to get in the ring and I'm going to beat him. Some people has actually done it, number one. And number two, you can't try to plan out a fight.
So
That's
how could
not
you
something
plan
you
out an
can do.
action?
Okay.
In like
Okay.
a heated moment?
A fight, bro, you don't know what can happen, bro. You can get slipped with
That's-
a punch, anything.
yeah.
You can say what you gonna do, but you don't know what can happen as a result. I'm not saying I know what's gonna happen as a result. I'm telling you what I would do in the situation. So I'm not saying like, oh yeah, this is what's gonna happen and this is how it's gonna end. No, I'm just saying this is what I'm gonna do. I don't know how it's gonna end though. So it's like if I say, oh, I'm gonna get in the ring with Mike Tyson and I'm not gonna want to get punched, I'm gonna just want the money, so I'm gonna drop the minute he punched me. I can do that. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know what I'm going to do. You feel what I'm saying? But I can't say, oh, I'm finna get in this ring, knock out Mike Tyson. That's not something you can say because you don't know that.
right. I mean, yeah, because like you can watch somebody fight and see how they fight. Oh, okay, I got all his moves down out of nowhere. He just kick you. You know what I'm saying? Like, where the kick come from? Like, out of nowhere, you're like, okay,
What-
I'm just about to kick this person. Just wow, you know.
I say then, I feel like you can only plan to do something. If you were in a situation, going back to all them other things we were talking about, with a female crying over her ex, with the other situations, all of these have something to do with an effect to an action. So I would say you can only know what you would only do what you like plan to do. Because like if you just like you said, if you get in the ring, you don't know what they gonna do, but you can only plan to do something. But then that's where the improvising comes. Somebody drop kick you, or like you said, somebody kicked you or whatever, and you wasn't expecting them to do that. You ain't never seen them kick in the videos, but they do it, and you planned on doing something, but you ain't know you was gonna get kicked. So now you gotta come up with something right up the top, and that.
But
It's
that's
in
the
a rush,
result, though.
but that's in a rush moment. So they don't know what they gonna do unless they put in that situation.
But that's more of a result rather than what you say you're gonna do. Like a result is like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but then I get kicked in the face. You feel what I'm saying? That's more of like, okay, now that I got kicked in the face, I'm stunned. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But you knew what you had planned out. You were gonna act on it before you got kicked in the face.
Right.
So of course, if like you had something planned out and then something stops you, then you can't do it. But you still was probably gonna act on it regardless. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I get it, but at the same time, it's still not something that you could tie into somebody knowing what they would do in a situation specific.
Yeah, I get that. And Clear Sound listeners, I want to let y'all know. Prepare for everything, but expect nothing specifically. My dad always raised me on, proper preparation prevents poor performances. Excuse me, but but like that's why I always say prepare for everything, anything, and expect nothing specifically or nothing specific. Don't just expect somebody, but don't expect nobody to punch you, but prepare for it. Or don't expect nobody to, you know, try to kick you, but prepare for it. Just in
I
case it
see.
happens.
I get the quote.
I wanted to talk about experiences with school. Being that, well, we're not really in school at the moment, but, we've had our fair share. So I'd say I want to ask y'all, what year and what was the worst experience you've had in school? It could be beginning of the year, it could be middle of the year, bully you had, heartbreak, anything. What was the worst experience and what year was it
Is
that you
it
had in school?
is the question? Is this like in any type of school or
Yeah,
just high
any kind of school. It don't
Well-
matter what grade it was, anything.
I'll say like Alabama. It was my first day. I lived in Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama for a year, and I went to this school. It was like my first or second day, and this big kid was mad. Yeah, I was in this way. All right, I was in this way. He was mad. You know what I'm saying? Like when people upset, he was just doing that, and I was walking past. I was walking past him. It's not funny, but I was walking past him, and he see me, and he grabbed me because I was. He grabbed me, and he started swinging me around. So he started jacking me up, and then he was swinging me around by my arms, and I was just swinging. So after that, yeah, I walked on, started crying. I tried to run out, but the doors was locked. Yeah, I just went to a playground and sat down to cry.
That sounds horrible.
I mean,
I'm
for
sorry
me-
for that.
That's
I really can't even say an exact.
Or at least just give a moment in time where you felt like this is horrible. I feel like the year was just over with.
I would say, probably 8th grade going into 9th. I would say those, and not for the simple fact. I know this finna take a whole turn. We just came from laughing, but from 8th grade going into 9th. As I mentioned with y'all before, and I don't know if anybody else. I'm sure there's people felt this way before, but there was a moment of time when I was coming from 8th going into 9th grade. I was actually scared to go in high school, to be honest, and I feel like everybody really just really should be mad at Disney for High School Musical because it's not like that. But I will tell you, it was like, I don't know exactly why, but maybe it was because of change. Going from, you've been in middle school for a little bit, going into high school. Maybe it's because of change. But I would say 8th grade going into 9th grade. 9th grade was really just like a trying to find myself type of situation. And Yeah, I would. That's what I would say. It's really not a certain thing, but it's just based off of you asked how I was feeling or how we was feeling in those moments. But I'll say eighth and ninth. That's what I say.
You know, I've had a lot of experiences, a lot of really bad experiences. But before I get into that part, I just want to point out this really dumb thing I did in eighth grade because I wanted people to feel bad for me because my girlfriend had my past association just had broke up with me,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like close to Christmas break, and Christmas break I think leads to New Year's,
Mm-hmm.
and so I wanted to be in a relationship during that time, and I actually had bought her a bear. And she broke up with me because she found out I kissed this one girl. And so to get her back, I posted on my mom had just and this is really horrible, and I'm sorry to my mom because my mom never knew this. My mom had just told me
Uh-oh.
something about her neck. Something had happened with her, and I posted on my story about it. I'm like, I hope my mom get better, right? The girl responds, she slides up and she like, what happened? You okay? And she like, she said, what happened? Now, I didn't tell her what actually happened. What I told her, I said, my mom just got shot, right? So she's thinking my mom has really got shot. And I didn't think it was going to go so far. And I'm going to tell you why I didn't think it was going to go this far. So I'm like, she like, wait, how that happened? I said, well, she went to the store to go get her some food. And then somebody tried to take her car and they shot her, right? And so we go back to school. A teacher walks up to me, puts her hand on my shoulder and says, it's going to be okay. And I'm telling you, as I'm walking through the halls, administrators, the lower class, they looking at me, they're like, it's going to be okay. And I'm thinking in my head, like, I hope my mom don't come up to the school. Because then they going to be looking at me crazy. Like, you just lied about your mom getting shot, right? But I used it to my advantage, which is horrible. So, like, if I had my head down because I ain't going to do no work, they'd be like, Aaron, what, you okay? I'm like, I'm just worried about my mom and stuff like that. And I would keep yawning to make my eyes watery, act like I was crying. It was horrible, dude. It was really horrible. But I just wanted to point that out because I feel like that was something really crazy I did. But a horrible experience I've had before in school. Something where I just felt like, I felt like this was a rap for me. I was going to the school like Barton, I think. I believe that was the name of it.
You went to Barton?
Yeah.
Ah.
And I remember my teacher was giving everybody some Checkers fries. I'm starting this off because I had a horrible teacher.
Checker fries.
Yeah. And I wanted some fries. I go up to her. I say, can I get some fries? I had this one kid in the class named Aaron Powell. I said, can I get some fries? She like, no, go sit down. She popped me on the fingers with this pencil. So I go sit down. And she used to pop all the kids. No, she used to pop me the most, as a matter of fact. So then I sit down, and then I'm like, I got to use it. I can't remember the lady name, but I'm like, I got to use it. She like, you going to wait. You going to wait. You going to finish your work. You going to wait. I'm like, please, I got to use it so bad. She like, you going to wait. And so I peed all over the floor. I'm telling you, I just peed all over the floor, and everybody looked at me. And the girl that I liked, she just stared at me. And I just felt horrible. And I ain't want to go back to school. My mom ended up switching. Well, she switched my school
The
after
girl
that.
you liked looked at you peeing.
Yes.
Like, she was like,
Yes.
dude,
Looked
what
dead
you
in my
doing?
eyes at that moment. I'm looking dead at her, and I'm just thinking like, yeah, I gotta go. And so my mom switched my school for me and whatnot. And that was a horrible, horrible moment in life.
You can do like stupid stuff. I'm gonna pull it to. Okay, so you remember in school we'd be in the cafeteria or whatever, and really at school we would all just do something crazy. But when you do something crazy, it just seemed like just everybody is looking your way, and you like,
Yeah.
did these people just see me do that?
Oh, I know
Like,
exactly what you
did
talking
they
about.
just see me do that? They ain't looked at you a day in your life. They look at you when you doing something retarded. You can be like, that retarded boy right there. Like, bro, I'm just having fun, man. Like, leave me alone.
I remember I did that in 6th grade at Lincoln, man. I had this teacher named Mr. Nostalski, and I used to be the class clown. But this time, nobody thought it was funny. And so it was real awkward for me. And one time I was making jokes, everybody was laughing, and then for some reason I stood up, ran up to the window, and I said, "I'm a ninja," out loud, and everybody just stared at me like I was stupid. And so the teacher, you know, she tell me to sit down, and after I sat down, I started to like really think about my life because I said, why would I sit there and really just do that? And so I felt horrible. Everybody was laughing at me this time; they wasn't laughing with me. And yeah, after that day, I think I turned my life around. I didn't do stuff like that no more. I became real quiet and out the way.
Midlife crisis in what grade?
I was like 6th grade.
6th grade.
Yeah.
Midlife crisis at 12.
6th grade was the best years.
Nah, 6th grade was
Really?
horrible. I remember I got my girl stolen, dude, by this nigga name. I mean, by this dude name. I forgot his name. David, Darren.
Dave Chappelle.
I don't know what his name. He was some dark skinned dude though. He was tall. No homo. He had some muscles and whatnot. So like, I'm pretty sure you know he was gonna take my girl anyway. But I was real beat about that. I had horrible experiences in school, man. Really, I did. It's nothing even to laugh about for real. Cause like I was depressed, dude. I was depressed.
I done had some experience too. Like especially me, Lord have mercy, whoever. Me being young and looking very young and not really pulling like that. But hey, we up now. This was a great conversation.
Definitely.
We had some real good segments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We are looking for sponsors, so if you if you are ready to promote, then you can catch us. You can email us at clearsoundmedia4@gmail.com. That's clearsoundmedia4 don't mind me. No, that's clearsoundmedia4@gmail.com. And
Yeah.
Hello.